Hey, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Distinctive Agent Show. You might be wondering, why am I coming to you via audio only? Well, the Wednesday shows will be from our employing and designated brokers from each of our states, imparting just tons of wisdom, right? I mean, you're talking about decades and decades of wisdom on contracts and brokerage law. And below in this email, you will see links for an introduction audio from each of them. So even if you're not in Colorado and you're interested in knowing who Karen Beauvais is, check it out. Or if you're not in Idaho but you want to know who Deb Severs is, check it out. Or then, of course, Rich Mayo in Montana. These are very experienced, very knowledgeable people. They are here to help you be a better broker, legally, of course, and deliver a better experience for all of your word of. Each state has its own laws. So as you are listening to these in the future, please take note. The law may be different in your state. That does not mean, however, that somebody from Idaho may have really great information for you that you can use in the state of Colorado or Montana, as an example. So just a disclaimer there. Make sure that you're not taking legal advice from somebody who's not the designated or employing broker of your state. And with that, I give you Karen Beauvais, Deborah Severs, and Rich Mayo. Have a blessed.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. So if you've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. That's a theme song when you live in a ski resort like I do. Hi, I'm Karen Beauvais, and I'm your responsible broker. I'm talking to you all today just to introduce myself. Since we have brought on Telluride and some new agents in Montrose and Grand Junction and Vail, I just wanted to give you a little background on myself. I began this real estate business in 1970 in Illinois. I then moved to Colorado to Steamboat Springs in 71 and received my broker's license, my sales license right away. In 1981, I achieved my broker's license and started my own company called Silver Oak Limited, named after the wine, my favorite wine if you're looking for a gift. In 1988, my husband and I started Coldwell Banker Silver Oak Limited as we were tapped as top producers and were invited to join the Coldwell Banker team. Some other background: I was president of the Steamboat Springs Board of Realtors for 2 years. I became the Realtor of the Year for 2 not consecutive years. I was a Mountain District Vice President for the Colorado Association of Realtors for a year, and I've been very active in the regional living affordable situation here in Steamboat Springs. I was the president of the association, and I brought affordable housing in terms of apartments, townhomes. We converted a mobile home park so that the people were allowed to own their own land. And then we took over a dilapidated apartment complex and turned it into an affordable, controlled units, very, very successful and very affordable. Still, all of these are going on today. Most of those projects happened in the mid to late 80s to the mid 90s. I've been very active in the Chamber of Commerce here in Steamboat Springs and was on the board for 6 years. I've been active in various not-for-profits, including Horizons for the Handicapped, the Steamboat Springs Arts Council, Central City Opera, where my husband and I got married, not at the opera, but in the city, before there were casinos there. I've been active in Steamboat Springs Society and active in our church. My personal background is that when I moved to Steamboat in 1971, I lived in a tent for a week. There was no other place to live, just like that hasn't changed. That has not changed. The people are coming in, as I'm sure all of you resorts know, on a daily basis, monthly basis, looking for places to live. Then I started working at Reynolds and Associates Real Estate immediately. I met my husband, Mix, and we were married in 1976. We just celebrated our 42nd wedding anniversary. We've always had dogs, and we currently have a 2-year-old standard poodle named Misty LaBelle. We live in Steamboat Springs and Denver. We are Broncos fans. In fact, our condominium in Denver is just 2 blocks away from the Broncos Stadium. We have tailgating parties in our condo before every game. So if you ever want to come to a football game and need a parking pass and want to have a little party, just let me know. We also love our Colorado Rockies, the Colorado Avalanche, and the Denver Nuggets. So what do, you might ask? Well, I'm your responsible broker, meaning anything that you do, I'm responsible for. Yes, I sleep well. It's okay. I don't worry about it. I do answer any kind of questions that you might have. I review and I advise on your contracts, and I approve some closings. I'm the one that Keith will go to, or anybody else in the of your bosses, you might say, can come to me if they can't help you out with an answer. Basically, what I do is I counsel, I comfort, and I console you. I talk to you people when you have a problem. I comfort you and put my arms around you as whenever I can, just to let you know that it's going to be okay. Things will get better. This is a very difficult job, as you and I are very well aware. There's a lot of emotion involved in our business. There's a lot of success, but there's also a lot of difficulties. So you can come to me if you just want to vent, or if you think you have a silly question. It's not silly. I've probably heard it before. I want these meetings to be beneficial to you, and I invite you to email me or call with any questions, concerns, or topics that you'd like to have me discuss. I will be covering the new contracts that will be starting in 2019. Trust me, they are very, very complicated. I urge you all to take a contracts class, a live contracts class, before January 1, 2019. You can't imagine how many changes there are and how much you're going to learn. I am available to you at all times to answer your questions. Thanks so much, and I look forward to meeting you all. This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Hi, this is Rich Mayo. I'm the managing broker for the Coldwell Banker Distinctive Properties office in Bozeman, Montana. Just wanted to tell you a few things about myself and introduce myself. I've been in real estate for about 18 years, and 16 of those, I think, somewhere thereabouts, I've been a broker. I've been the managing broker in Bozeman since the office opened here, and I was managing broker for Coldwell Banker RCI Realty prior to that for several years. I was one of the owners of Coldwell Banker RCI Realty before it became Distinctive Properties. I'm involved with the governance portion of real estate. I'm the state president for Montana for the Montana Association of Realtors. I'm also the chair of the local MLS committee. I'm on the forms committee at the state level. I'm on association management at the state level, the executive committee at the state level, and I'm also on membership policy and board jurisdiction committee at the national level, and on the board of directors as well. I enjoy a lot of outdoor activities and that sort of thing. Don't want to bore you with all of that, but anyway, I enjoy working with Coldwell Banker Distinctive Properties. I was one of the owners of the company that was purchased by Distinctive Properties, Coldwell Banker RCI Realty, and as such have been in and out of the trenches of ownership and management for quite a few years. Anyway, that's a little bit about me. I hope that I get to meet all of you one of these days, and until then, happy trails.
Good morning. This is Deborah Sievers, the managing and producing broker in our Ketchum, Sun Valley, Haley office. I've been in real estate for 30 years plus, and I started out in Sacramento, California. I actually started out in commercial real estate before I went into residential real estate. I moved to Ketchum in 1994, and I have continued to be in residential real estate on a full-time basis since that time frame. And it's been an extremely rewarding, wonderful career. I have incredible friends that I have made from most of my clients, and I have a wonderful family of agents that I feel we have the absolute best here in our office. Todd has asked all of the brokers to come up with a suggestion for a best business practice tip. And my suggestion today is any reference regarding timeframes in your contracts, counteroffers, addendums. Always use the word after rather than from. So it's 30 days after mutual acceptance for close of escrow, or whatever time frame you're looking at. Because after refers to the next day after mutual acceptance. From can be confusing, and one agent may start counting on the day that there was mutual acceptance, and another agent may want to start counting the next day. But if you use the word after, there shouldn't be any confusion whatsoever. Make sure you double check all of your counter offers that come back to you and addendums and any written document to make sure that it's consistent with the word after. We've had some issues in our office with outside agents who are questioning timeframes. But if you use the word after, there shouldn't be any question whatsoever. I hope that helps. I would like it to be an office policy practice that we have in our office, that everyone uses that suggestion. So there, again, is no confusion. Have a great day. It was a minus 12 here this morning at 7:45. So I think we're all going to be cozy and warm. Thank you.